we're going to make some eggnog. Now,
I'm so excited.
Disclaimer, if you've just clicked on this video and you've never seen us before, we're not experts, all right? If you want an expert video about how to make eggnog, there are so many of those. But we're going to make eggnog today with you guys.
I'm so excited.
Get the ingredients. Make sure you have the ingredients to make eggnog.
Should we show them all the ingredients?
And then we're going to do it together. Yeah, we're going to go through the ingredients.
Okay.
Relax, don't worry.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
I'm literally giving you full control of this today.
I'm the expert.
Like, I do not have a single clue how we make this.
I'm the expert. Here's a bowl. We're going to use that.
A Pyrex bowl. Very fancy.
Anyway, welcome back to the channel if you're returning. We appreciate you guys being here. And, of course, all the messages on both of our Instagrams. Both of our Instagrams now.
I know, because you have Instagram.
Officially turned a corner onto Instagram now. The first thing you're going to need is whole milk. Okay, and now you need about 710 millilitres of whole milk.
How much have we got?
We've got 1.1 litres. So we're going to need...
enough?
Yeah, I think it's 1,000 millilitres in a litre. If we haven't got enough, this video's done. But it's about... It's going to be
we're signing off.
About 3/4, yeah, it's 1,000 millilitres. So it's be about 3/4 of this for your mixture. You then need, I think it's 350 millilitres of double cream.
Yeah.
So we have 300 and 100. So we're being efficient with that.
Can I just say, hopefully I'm going to have enough left for my apple crumble that I'm going to have tonight.
Okay, no problem.
So as long as we've got enough for the crumble,
no problem.
Don't worry about the eggnog.
We will put all of the exact measurements for the things that you need in the description down below, so that you've got all of the details if you need them, because I might be slightly off on some of these while I'm doing it.
I know, you're doing this from brain,
yeah, but no, it's okay. And then you need, just buy a whole bag of sugar, because you can kind of put a little bit more in if you need it. Now, side note, disclaimer, if you've never made eggnog before, there's a lot of sugar in it.
Is there really?
Okay, there's a lot of sugar in it. When I say a lot of sugar, most of that will be going into it. It is a very sugary base. Don't drink a lot of it. It's going to be a high calorie, very dairy heavy concoction. All right. Now the spices that you're going to need: ginger, ground nutmeg.
Nice. This, can I just say, the flat is going to be smelling Christmassy.
Christmassy, yeah. The smell's going to be unreal. And if you're watching this just because you watch our videos or whatever, and you've never tried eggnog, and the thought of like this eggy drink puts you off, don't freak out about it, right? Like, you wouldn't be put off cake because there's eggs in it, right? It's exactly the same thing. It doesn't taste like eggs. Like, it's not like it's an absolutely gorgeous Christmas tipple.
I'm so excited.
Right? I absolutely love it. And you've never had it properly unless you've made it at home, right? Don't buy it in a carton.
You always say this.
Don't buy it in a carton. It is not the same thing. So, ground ginger, ground nutmeg, and ground cinnamon. Now, you can, and they do suggest sometimes putting cloves in it too. I prefer not to, right? I've made a few of these batches now. I prefer not to have
He's a
cloves.
connoisseur, everybody.
I'm good with it like that. Then you've got your vanilla. Now, you can use vanilla bean if you want, and like scratch out the however you would do that with
faff, isn't
vanilla
it?
bean, or you can just buy vanilla extract. So 2 teaspoons of this will do the same job. It's absolutely fine. 6 of these bad boys. Now, these are going to upset Han because they're white shell eggs.
I hate
She's got
white
a weird
shell
thing
eggs.
about white shell eggs. I don't know
they really
why.
stress me out.
So Han's not going to eat these anyway, so we'll use them in the eggnog, no problem. So there are multiple options for the alcohol that you can use, and you don't have to put alcohol in it at all if you don't want
really?
to. Yeah, you can have it without alcohol. It sort of needs it, I think.
Yeah, some
I'm
flavour.
not a drinker, but season to taste with this, right? If you do like your drinks and you like your whiskies and your brandies and things like that, you can put a little bit more in. What I would recommend, though, when we're making it, is go with the dosage or the measurement as is instructed in the ingredients. Then you can always just tip a little bit more in once you've finished.
You're feeling a bit
if you want to kind of top it up once you've got it in a glass.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Because you don't want to overshoot it and spoil it and make it too strong. So just go with as it would be, and then once you've got it in a glass, if you want to pour a little bit more brandy into it or a little bit more whiskey, whatever your choice is, you can do that once you kind of got it over ice in a glass if you want to. All right?
I'm so impressed with you already.
Not bad, is it?
You smashed that.
I know. So,
utensils. What utensils do we need?
Utensils, right. So
because this is going to be a bit of a big deal.
So you're going to need a mixing bowl. You're going to need at least one mixing bowl. So this is your mixing bowl. Then we're also going to... Is that my coffee?
That's lovely.
You guys better be doing this at home. If you're not also doing this at home, then you need to pause this right now and grab your partner and get your Christmas tree up. Go and do that. Go and put your Christmas tree up, right? Get the ingredients, and then you can unpause the video. And we want to see your glasses of eggnog when you've done it on Instagram. And Han's going to put our Instagrams
He's just giving me more work to do.
Right here, so you can tag us. But this is my bowl. It's a Pyrex bowl. It's brand new. Very excited about that. And then you're also going to need a pan for the hob.
I'll get the pan.
You're going to need a decent sized pan because all of that liquid is going to go in the pan. So you're going to need that.
What about this?
That's the biggest one we've got. I think, yeah, I would go with a bigger pan just in case. Because
this is what we're going for.
Because you don't want to end up filling it up and not being able to put everything else in it, right? So that is probably a little too big.
Nice.
But it's going to serve us for what we need.
One jug. That is a big jug, isn't it? That's probably good for this because it's, how big is this? 2,000 millilitres. Look, 3¼ pints.
I'm giving you a job to do.
Okay.
You're going to be on separating the eggs. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So there are two ways of doing this. You can either, if you're a bit squeamish with egg gunk and you don't want it all over your hands, you can crack the eggs into a bowl and then very delicately you could spoon out the yolks if you wanted to do it that way. But you have to be very, very careful not to crack one. You should really keep the egg whites pure so that you can fold them back into the eggnog at the end if you want to do that. I have never been brave enough to try it because you need like an electric whisk.
Yeah.
And you don't need it, but some people say you should fold the egg whites traditionally back into the top of your eggnog, and that makes it complete. Or the other way of doing it is to scoop them out with your hands. That's meant to be the best and most efficient.
I'm going to go for that way.
Yeah. So crack your eggs into a bowl and then scoop the egg whites out in your hand into a separate bowl. So, sous chef that we have here is going to...
Can I just say...
because I feel really bossy now. I don't like it. I don't
Can
like it.
I just say, this is so weird for us in our relationship because normally I am the chef. Like I'm head chef.
Yeah.
I don't let Alex anywhere near the kitchen.
But this is my thing.
Like,
this is my thing.
Tonight I am just like, you're having full control of this.
Yeah, and I absolutely love doing it as well. Every Christmas, and this will be the first time we do it, but I'm probably going to do this about 5 times between now and Christmas because you have to drink it within a week or so because obviously there's a lot of egg and dairy in it. It won't keep for that long, but I will make several batches. And I've also, my family have said, can you make a batch of eggnog for Christmas?
I know.
It's fantastic. And then you can be the person who makes the eggnog for the family at Christmas. How nice is that?
That's so cool.
The other thing, before you start cracking eggs and milk and spraying milk everywhere, the other thing is that you need to make sure you have something to store it in the fridge right? Now, you could put it back in the milk carton if you wanted to, but get yourself a nice glass jar or something to put it in and put it in the fridge. Okay, so
off I go with cracking.
6 eggs into here, please, my little sous chef. And then you're going to scoop out the yolks in. So we just want the yolks in there.
Why am I putting these in here?
No.
What?
We're going to crack the eggs into there.
Oh.
Not put the... Oh, goodness. We're going to crack the eggs into this bowl.
Yeah.
Then we're going to scoop out the yolks.
The orangey bit.
That's the yellowy orangey bit. And only the yolks are going into the egg. So by the time you're done, it should look a little bit like something like 6 egg yolks in there on their own. And the egg whites will still be in there.
And all the gunk in there.
Yeah. Perfect.
And no shell. So
while Han is doing that, I'm going to measure out 710... I know it's very specific. 7... Just ripped the thing off.
How have you just got milk all over the floor? It's all over me. It's all over your jogging bottoms. It's fine.
Now, if you have a little...
Stinks.
What stinks?
The egg.
Oh, if you have a little spill, you get a little bit of milk all over yourself. That's
the bin.
That's just all part of the process, all right? So, 710 milliliters.
Can I just say something? I love the way this video started off reasonably unchaotic. Within, 10 minutes?
It didn't take long, did it? There's milk everywhere. It's on the floor. Like I said, if you wanted a professional how to make eggnog, you can watch one in 4 minutes. There's several I could recommend on YouTube. As is not one of those.
It's not.
Right? It just isn't. Here is my milliliters of milk. Now that's going to go into your pot. Why have I forgotten what that's called?
Pot pan.
Pot pan. Put it in your pot pan on the hob.
Well, that's it. You've got to do a bit of a... So the technique with separating the egg from the egg whites...
Oh, that is not for me. Make sure that you have a partner who's willing to do that.
It's to and from the hands.
I would be doing it with a spoon. All that jello-y...
Because then what happens is the whites sink through your fingers. And then you're left with just the egg, with the orangey egg. Oh, I've got some shell in it. Oh no, quick, get a spoon, conceal that shell. That's not good, is it? I can't, my hands are gunky.
We're going to be back when these are done. Right, excellent job, Han. So we have returned with 6 eggs in you can see them in your bowl there, right? That's your 6 eggs. And then your egg whites, we're going to take the whites and we're just going to put those to one side for now. You don't need those until right at the end, all right? So we'll put those over there. And actually, you don't need them at all. But I think we're going to try the egg white.
I think we're going to try it. Our arms might just fall off on the whisking later.
If it goes wrong, nothing is lost. You can just throw them away and your eggnog will still be fine. Now, on the hob, the most important thing, right? The most important thing when you're making eggnog is that you are working with extremely delicate ingredients, right? Low heat. Low heat. Be patient with it. Don't put it on the big ring. Don't put it on the middle ring. The only time I have ever screwed up a batch of eggnog is when I used the middle. You know, when you have like a 5-ring hob, I put it on the middle one because I was working in the middle, and it got too hot and it curdles.
And then you're screwed.
That was a mistake that I learned early on. So if you've got a small ring on your hob or like a medium ring for a big pot, I would recommend that. And then just keep it at an extremely low heat.
Okay, so we are lighting the hob.
So that is your 710 mils of milk in your pot pan.
Nice.
And then we're just going to bring that, just simmer. Just
see what we're looking like.
Let that simmer a little bit. That's literally just your milk. There is your milk in there.
Lovely. Nice. Looks really good so far.
Yeah, and while that is doing that, we need a whisk. Let me just get the sugar measurement correct. So we need 1 cup or 220 grams of granulated sugar. Now, we have a weigh-in thing, don't we?
Good job I bought that.
Good job you bought that. Because we're
just bought weighing scales.
Yeah, you're going to need that.
Here are weighing scales. I haven't yet taken off the protective film because I can't do it. So we just got a bit of a yellow vibe.
Right, let's zero that. 220 grams. Okay, this is a kilo, so plenty of sugar.
And how much does this serve?
You should get about 6 or 8 glasses out of it, I think.
Okay, nice.
I believe.
So a hefty serve. Oh my god, that is so much sugar.
Told ya, 220 grams.
That'll do. Bit with extra won't hurt.
We're about 10 grams over. Right, now don't just put it in there.
No, I'm not.
Sorry.
I'm not. I was just showing them.
Oh, you're showing them sugar in the bowl.
That is a lot of sugar.
That is a lot of sugar. I told you, it's a very sugary drink. So basically, you need to blend the sugar with the egg yolks.
Okay.
But you have to whisk the egg yolks as the sugar goes in, and you add it a little bit at a time.
Right.
So you whisk up, put a little bit of sugar in, whisk again, put a bit more sugar in, whisk again until it's all in there.
Nice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You good with that?
Gonna smash it.
Fantastic.
Can I just make a suggestion?
Yeah.
Can I whisk and then you pour? Because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to multitask
Okay,
there.
yeah. Well, you can stop whisking while you pour.
Oh, it doesn't have to be...
You don't have to be continuously whisking.
Okay,
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Can I whisk this
Yeah,
now?
so give a little whisk to your egg yolks.
Nice.
Let's keep them all in the bowl if we can. That'd be great. Right, here you go. Let's give you a little bit of sugar.
Yeah.
You can stop for a sec while I put the sugar
right.
in, just so it doesn't... Right, now give that a little bit
Right.
more.
See what we're doing here. Oh, it's thickening up. I see this.
Yeah.
Right, nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to do... All right. I'm going to do what they do on the shows.
Just make sure you
They sort of caress it like this.
Now, while we're doing this, your milk is just on the lowest heat on the hob, just getting warm.
God, it's an hour workout and a half, isn't it? Oh, God, it's getting very thick now. This is what we're looking like.
Yeah.
Look how much thicker that is.
Yeah, nice. Now, this would be a lot easier, obviously, if you have a, what do they call them? Like a
electric whisk.
An electric whisk. And you'll get a bit more of a, like a
Peaks.
meringue type vibe to it. But I think we should whisk that as much as we can to get as close to that as possible. It's not the end of the world. It's like, it still works. It's still fine if you're doing it by hand.
It's getting quite thick to be fair, yeah. I'm exhausted.
Perfect. Now, this is going to go into your milk on the hob, but wait, you don't do that all in one go, because if you put this egg mixture straight into like steamy hot milk, it will immediately lump and curdle, right? So you have to do it the other way round, and I'll show you. It's very clever. There's a different way of doing it. You have to ladle the milk into this to bring this up to temperature.
Oh my gosh.
And then you combine the two.
God, we're getting fancy now, people.
We'll get there in a moment. Did anyone try the pie that we made?
Yes.
Did anybody try the pie that we made?
Let us know if you tried the chicken and leek pie.
Yeah, and if there's something else that you would maybe make us to make, let us know. Like if you'd like to see, like, Han makes a great lasagna.
Oh my gosh, homemade lasagna.
3-bean chili, something like that. Yeah, this is a bit of a workout, isn't it?
That's looking good though.
It is
looking really good.
It is looking good.
Yeah,
She's gone. She's had enough. How are you getting on with yours over there? Is it looking good? Have you got eggs in your... Are there eggs everywhere? How's it looking? Oh, this is actually... Yeah, this is whipping up nice. So this is what you should end up with. You should have a bit of a mixture in there. It's got a bit of a meringue feel to it. All right, now that's how we should be looking here.
I'm back. Never fear. Where'd you park the kitchen?
Where did you go?
I just went for a little quick toilet break.
Now what you're looking for with your milk is just a little steam. right? You just
Right,
want
so
to
nothing
get a little
bubbling.
steam.
Don't want like boiling.
No. If you get
Right.
bubbles, you're game over.
Oh, really?
You don't want bubbles. Just hot and steamy.
Okay.
Hot and steamy. No bubbles. No boil. Nothing. Just a simmer.
Just
Low heat. And then, like I said, you've got to be patient with it because if you overcook it, overdo it, all of your dairy ingredients are down the pan and you've got to start again. And you don't want to do that or you have to watch this whole video twice. What do you think?
that looks
How's he
phenomenal.
looking? Yeah?
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Right, so this is your egg and sugar mix. Now we're waiting for the milk, and when the milk is up to temperature, we're going to ladle a couple of spoons of milk into this, and what you'll do is you'll fill that bowl as much as you can, or with a few ladles full of the hot milk so that it doesn't curdle, and then once that is warm, you can combine the two without it curdling. It's very, very clever. I didn't realise that. It's very clever,
It's a skill, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually
But
is.
it makes sense.
So we're going to need a ladle.
Nice. We've got a really nice ladle.
Yeah,
all of our utensils are from Amazon and they're Corrote. I'll tag them in the
Corrote,
description.
yeah.
They're phenomenal.
Yeah, and someone did warn us, that was my mum actually, she said the only thing, these are beautiful, but the only thing about them is potential staining.
Yeah.
We did have one that went a little bit pink because we made a sweet and sour with it, but that was because we left it sitting in the sweet and sour for a little bit.
ages.
And since then, the staining is gone. So if you're worried about that, all I would say is, just don't leave them in like really heavy dyed coloured
like spaghetti
foods,
bolognese or
like
stuff
a
like that.
curry or something like that. Just take them out and pop them in the sink.
But
and
they're
it'll be fine.
so beautiful and they were so cheap.
And don't dishwasher them. We
Oh, yeah.
were warned not to dishwasher them.
Because I think obviously the ends are like plastic, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or like silicone. So you've got to be a bit careful.
There you go. You see that?
Oh yeah.
So we've got
Hot and
do you wanna-
steamy.
Yeah, we've got a,
let's
we've got a
show.
nice steam on our milk. So that is we're gonna make sure that is nice and low.
Nice.
But all you need is a little bit of steam on your milk like that. Perfect.
Lovely.
And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our mixture here, and then you're just gonna take a couple of ladles into your mix, and then just keep mixing that around.
Do you want me
right?
to? I think I should whisk
Well,
whilst
you do
you're
the
doing
whisking.
that.
You do the whisking. Just like one at a time, and then whisk it in, and you'll see that you're kind of transferring the heat a little bit. Excellent. That looks really good. Right, let's
does
do
look
another
good.
one. I'd say maybe you're looking for sort of 3 or 4 of these, so that you then.
Oh, really? So not all of it?
No, not all of it. Not all of it. You just want to make sure that your eggs are warm before you drop them in, because if you get them in from room temperature, they will curdle in the hot milk.
Oh,
so you want to warm up
What's in here?
what's in here first. Yeah, so, your
So
egg
you
and
can
sugar
see it's
mixture.
like literally so runny
Yeah,
now.
now it's like watery. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get another one in. And then we do one more before we combine the two.
Already looks like eggnog.
Smooth and delicious. Right, one more for you there, my lady.
One more. Ladle him in.
One more little
Lovely.
ladle full. There you go.
Nice.
Now you should get a nice warm little bowl of ingredients there.
Looks great.
We've got the rest of our milk in here. Now you don't need to take it off the heat, just keep the heat super, super low. I would rather be at the very lowest and then bring it up a little bit than start too high, because if you get any lumps in it, you're done. Like if there are any lumps in it, you have to start again. If
That's
it all
crazy.
sticks to it, like I said, the most, or the only thing really, the only way you could get this wrong is overdoing it on the hob. Like if I can do it, if I'm good at it, you guys will be absolutely fine. Now, my lady, we're gonna pour that into here.
Okay.
All right. So let's make sure we don't want to lose any.
We're pouring in.
Yeah. Very carefully.
I'm just going to go all in.
Yeah, all of it's
all
going
in.
Yeah.
All going in.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Oh, there's a bit more. We can get that in there. Look.
Oh.
Look at that. You're missing out on
Wow.
vital sugars there. The only thing that you do now before it's cooked, so to speak, is your vanilla extract or vanilla beans. So if you're using vanilla beans, I think you use 2. But if you're using vanilla extract, it's 2 teaspoons.
Okay. So we
where
need
did
a
I put
teaspoon.
my teaspoon. I had one here somewhere.
Never fear, I will get you one, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. And that is literally, you have to care for it. So make sure that when it's all sticking to the sides, make sure you're just like folding it back in, and then just keep it very, very low temp, and it will stay on there now for about 10-15 minutes. 2 teaspoons of your vanilla extract. This always reminds me of Mary Poppins. Just a spoonful of sugar, have some medicine. I know it's vanilla extract, but like the way they pour it.
Yeah.
When she used to pour medicine onto a spoon in the movie, I used to want that medicine so much. She made it look so good on the spoon. And then we'll just dab that around in there so we don't lose any.
Okay.
Lovely. And you can see already that it's starting to stick to your spoon.
Oh, yeah.
That you've got like a...
Yeah, so it's not running straight off.
No, you don't want it to run
Shall I do a little
straight off.
stir?
Yeah, give it a little stir. So you want to be stirring it thoroughly for 10-15 minutes now. And you do all that before you add any of the cream or your spices.
Gosh, yeah, we've got cream and spices to go, yeah?
Gosh,
Gosh.
Indeed we do. Yeah, but for 10-15 minutes, that's literally all you do. Just tend to it, give it a good stir. Make sure you're keeping an eye on it, and it's not like you don't want it to get too hot, obviously. So you want to make sure that you're just keeping an eye on it, keeping it stirring around, and that's it for the time being. And then we'll come back, and that's when you make it Christmassy with all your spices and the cream, and you put a little bit of brandy in it.
I'm so excited.
Then we're good to go. How do you think I'm doing as the lead chef? I don't know. I don't like being in charge.
Why?
Because it's stressful. Because if anything goes wrong, it's on me now.
Yeah, it
it's on
me.
I don't like that.
It is weird for me, but I feel like... So I'm normally a complete control freak in the kitchen. Like, actually horrific. And when we did the chicken elite pie, I tried to let you take control, but I still no.
You didn't
but I feel like I'm coping quite well with this because I just don't know how to do it. So, like...
So you
do you know what I mean? You know the recipe in your head, like you know what to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not like, oh, it needs to do this, it needs to do that. Like I literally have no idea how you do this. And I've only tried this once and I didn't watch you make it.
That's true, you didn't. You didn't watch, so you've never actually been there for the process?
No, so this is all new to me. Like I'm learning
didn't realise
at the same time as you guys.
Didn't realise that. It looks really good though. This
smells
might be the
good
best batch
already.
we've ever made. It looks really good and it's getting a nice thickness to it as well.
Yeah.
Right, we are done with the heat now. So you can take it off the heat and then you are going to have to pour it. Now I don't think all of ours is going to go in there.
So we've got a jug, you know.
We might have to do a double transfer here.
Right.
We're going to see. Now you need a big bowl to put it in and it's got to go through a fine mesh sieve. There you go. Just do it a little bit at a time. Right, so we made a bit of a mess of that, but we got it into the bowl. So now you'll have your whole mixture, hot mixture, in your bowl here, and now we're going to spice it up. So now we're going to add all the spices.
So we do the spices now?
Yeah, the spices and stuff go into it now, then the alcohol, and the cream goes in last.
I'm going to take off the seals of our spices. So we've got our cinnamon, nutmeg.
This
is going to smell so good.
Really start smelling Christmassy.
And then the ginger. I'll sniff the cinnamon. That's a Christmassy smell. Oh my gosh.
Right, so you want 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now again, with this, you can, you know, if you love cinnamon, you want it to be a little bit more cinnamony, kind of do the recipe and then you can top up on cinnamon if you want to. Or the other thing you could do is pour it into a glass and then sprinkle a little cinnamon on the top if you want to do it that way.
That's true.
So 1 teaspoon. A little more generous with it because I don't mind the cinnamon in it.
And then I mix.
And then whisk him up, yep.
Oh my gosh, the colour of it.
And you want 1.5 teaspoons.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good already.
1.5 of nutmeg.
Oh, so you do more nutmeg?
There you go.
Look at the colour of it.
Yeah, whisk him up good. The ginger is 1 tablespoon.
Really?
And 2 teaspoons.
And 2 teaspoons?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, loads of ginger then. If you can see the colour of that, but it's changed colour massively. Wow. So that was our tablespoon.
That's the tablespoon.
Oh my gosh, it smells so good.
It will look really dark, but we haven't added the cream to it yet.
Oh yeah, cool.
So with the cream, it goes back creamy, whereas at the moment it looks quite brown.
Yeah, it looks so brown. I completely forgot about the cream.
A little brandy. Would you like a little swig?
No, thank you.
It does smell quite strong, doesn't it? Now we're not drinkers, or like especially like the hard stuff like this. I would never be. Makes hairs on my neck stand up. So we will just do the 60 ml. It's
Is
advised.
That it?
Yeah, it's only 60 ml. But like I said to you guys, there might be people in your family or that don't want it extra strong, so you can kind of just do it by the measurement. When I make it for my dad, for example, I'll pour him a glass and then he'll get the brandy out and just top it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, you can do it that way.
But we're going to do 60 ml.
60 ml, yeah. There you go.
In he goes.
Now it's eggnog. Now it's a party. And then 350 ml of your heavy cream, or double cream, as we call it in the UK. So
can that go in whilst this is so hot?
Yeah, you can just put it in now, and then it's cooling down, and then once you've put the cream in, you put it over ice. So get your ice out of the freezer, put the ice in a bowl, and then put this bowl on top of that so that it cools down to room temperature, and then you can kind of serve it from there. Right, Han's going to get the ice out. I'm going double cream. Oh,
sorry about that.
That's all right. Just the elephant.
So I'm putting this in our saucepan.
Oh, I can smell it from here.
It smells so good, doesn't it?
It smells fantastic.
Smells
so
unreal.
good. How good does yours smell? Did you make it? You better be making it. If you're just sitting watching this video. So 350ml of double cream. So we're going to need a little bit of that one too. You'll have enough for your apple pie. Don't worry.
Just making sure.
We've
got brownie apple pie tonight. Or apple crumble. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, you got about half of this one left. For
Oh,
your apple
perfect.
pie.
Lovely.
Right. Let's get the camera on it, I think, for this.
Let's get the camera on.
Let's get the camera on it.
Get up close and personal.
Okay, so you can do the whisking. It does look a little dark right now, but as you put the cream in, it will lighten itself back up. Look at that.
Wow. Look at this. Are we professionals or something?
And there you have El Finito, your eggnog.
Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh. So should we put this over the ice now?
Yeah, although you got to make sure that it sits on the ice and it's not going to fall over.
Oh yeah.
As long as it sits in there, all you want is the ice around it to start cooling it down.
I think that's fitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then, pad the ice around it.
Maybe there's a bit more ice, you know.
And don't forget, we need ice for the for these glasses as well.
We've got loads.
There's plenty.
We've got loads of ice.
I want to taste it so bad.
I know. Me too. Ah, you can't have any yet. We've got to wait. No, we've got to wait until we drink it.
What do you mean?
What do you know?
It looks so good.
No.
Guys,
can we see what he's trying to do right now? Are you joking? We've got to wait until it's in the glass and then we drink it together.
Are we going to do the egg whites? Should we try?
Yeah, let's try, because we've got to wait for this to cool anyway, haven't we?
Yeah.
Let's put that to one side and let's try the egg whites.
I've never done this bit before. This is
is all new.
We're going rogue.
We're going rogue. We're going to need a different bowl, right, to whisk that in.
That is true.
Aren't we?
I'm going to have to look this up to see how we do it, because I've never done it before.
Well, it's like meringue. I've made meringue before. It's the same
thing. It's just sugar and egg whites, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we need a bowl. One of those pasta bowls work?
It needs to be deep, like you're not going to be able to get a good whisk.
Or the pan.
Can you tell that we've just moved into our new home?
We're out of resources at this point.
We're making do what we got.
Will it work in there? It will work.
Oh, yeah, it's
not very aesthetically pleasing for the old egg whites.
So we need to weigh out some sugar, right?
It doesn't tell me how much sugar, so I think we just put a splash of sugar in and see what feels like. Yeah. I've not got a measurement for sugar,
I'm going to look. How much?
Sugar for 6 egg whites or something.
300. Oh, it's caster sugar.
We'll make it work. Like, if it doesn't, we'll scrap it.
350 grams, that's for 6 large egg whites.
350 grams? Right.
So use 60 grams of caster sugar per egg. I mean, we haven't got caster sugar. Right, so we are going a little bit rogue. It is saying caster sugar, but we've only got normal granulated sugar, so this might just completely flop.
Cuff me.
This might flop.
Yeah, it might flop.
But you know what? We're just going to have to work what we got and just see how we get on.
So it's 350 grams, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a lot of sugar.
That's more than we put in the thing.
That's a lot of sugar.
Are we sure?
Yeah, that's what it says. I think we do it a little bit at a time, and we might not need it, right? We're like I said, completely different recipe, so I don't know that what they're telling us is right. Isn't it crazy that it's egg whites and sugar that make pavlova or meringue?
It is crazy.
I've never made meringue before. This is new for me now.
I know.
Look at us doing it in a saucepan.
I'm really not sure we're supposed to be using this sugar.
It'll work. And if it doesn't, you don't need it. Like I said earlier in the video, right? If you don't need the egg whites, or so I've never done this bit before. You don't have to, especially if you're like put off by the egg white situation.
This is going to take ages. I'm going to be real.
Well, this is why you need a paddle whisk.
Might be here till flipping next year.
What is going on there? Just keep going. It looks like slime, doesn't it?
People watching this are probably like, guys, you're not supposed to use granulated sugar and it's going to turn out horrifically wrong. But for now, we're just going with it, aren't we?
I mean,
you never know.
We haven't got caster sugar, so it was either we just throw the egg whites away or we at least try to make it work. Now, how are we looking over here? Can I dip my finger in? No!
You're actually annoying me now because... No.
Control freak, hands back.
Right, you guys will agree with me, right? We've gone this far.
She's right. She's
we need to wait until it's in a glass.
I'm just playing.
You're not though. You were so going to have that on the teaspoon.
Yeah, of course.
Like, seriously.
Of course I was.
That's not. I'm sorry.
I think you just have to keep going with it. Do you want me to go? Take another turn? Google it. Say, can you use granulated sugar for...
Oh, yeah. Meringue. Granulated sugar.
Right.
Oh, here we go. You can use granulated sugar, but you'll need to whisk the mixture for a lot longer to get a smooth meringue. Keep going, babe. It's looking good, though.
It is getting there, isn't it?
It's getting there.
Watch me drag the whole thing onto the floor.
Right, we'll resume when hopefully we've got a meringue.
Right.
We're defeated. Like, actually defeated. This is what we've got.
Yeah, I mean, it is getting there, but...
Like, we've literally been doing this from no joke over like 25
and
minutes.
We've destroyed the whisk.
Yeah, the whisk is
The whisk
now...
is like, all the cover has come off of it at the bottom. We have been going at these egg whites for 25 minutes, like in rotation, right, on, off.
Yeah.
I am literally working up a sweat.
I can't be dealing with this.
I think you need
spin it off.
I think you need an electric whisk for that.
Yeah, I'm not. We tried. The thing is, we tried.
Yeah. There's probably people watching this who are like, oh my God, they're trying to do egg whites they're trying to do meringues with like granulated sugar and doing it by hand. It's never going to happen. You're absolutely right. If that's what you were saying, you are absolutely right. If you have an electric whisk, you'll be able to do it no problem. And then what you're supposed to do is fold them on top of your glass of eggnog. But what I will say is in the time we've spent doing that, our eggnog is now ready to go.
Is this a spoon? Clean spoon?
No, you're not dipping it.
I'm swirling it.
I was going to say, you're not, like, if you've told me off...
Can you imagine I just went...
yeah, I know. Well, you did that with the blue raspberry slush, didn't you, on the
Don't, because I never, ever forgive myself for that. Don't look at me like that.
We waited a whole year. And Han just went in and was like, oh, blue raspberry slush.
I literally just could not have got it down me any quicker.
No. Would you like a
Look at
glass?
our glasses, how fancy are we?
Look at those bad boys.
Look at these.
You are going to need...
How beautiful are these glasses? Lovely.
They are...
Some ice.
John Lewis.
John Lewis, there we go. I'll try and find them if I can, then I will link them in the description. I'm so excited for this. A couple of little icicle cubes, is it? Lovely. And then we need a ladle.
Yeah.
I'll grab the ladle.
Oh, the smell.
It smells so good.
It smells so good.
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah. I have waited.
I actually smashed that. I'm sorry.
I've waited all year for this. I would, with just a little sprinkle cinnamon on the top.
I did just lick my finger.
Of course you did. Of course you did. So you cheated.
I had to confess. No, just a little drop. It wasn't a proper one. Oh, a bit heavy on the
A
old.
little bit heavy on the cinnamon.
That's all right.
That's right.
Would you like me to pour you a glass,
Yes,
sir?
yes, please, madam.
Yep.
1 glass of eggnog for me, please, ma'am.
Yep.
And isn't it just so much more satisfying where it's like, yeah, but we made that.
Yeah.
We just made it ourselves.
Exactly.
I promise you, well, to be fair, I've never tried it from a shop, but I promise you it's not the same. It wouldn't be the same. And look how much...
Surely not. They always say
that
like baking cakes and stuff at home, like you've got to like bake cakes at home is way better than just buying it from the shop. So surely this is the same. Here we have our 2 glasses of eggnog. Right, we're ready.
Good job, everybody. Great job
Good
at
job.
cooking school today. You guys did an amazing job.
Smashed it.
Chin chin.
Ching ching. Oh my gosh.
That is absolutely sensational.
It's actually unreal, isn't it?
I've missed you. Oh, I've missed you.
It's so good. It actually tastes insane.
I just can't... Like, there's nothing like it at Christmas.
It's just such a festive drink. Like, you take a sip of it and you're like, oh, it's just like Christmas. Like, it's cold, but it kind of like warms you up inside.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And like when you drink it, you get like a Christmas smell.
Yeah.
Like as you drink it.
Oh. It smells insane.
It's so good. It's so good. We did a good job. We did a good job.
Smashed it.
I hope you guys did a good job too. And if yours is lumpy or not great, or
Didn't
you have to
turn
throw
out.
the mixture away and start again, we've been there. We've been there. You know, we're no experts, especially me. But the eggnog thing every year, that's my thing. I'm going to be known for that.
You are. You already are with
I'm
me.
going to be known for that. When I'm like granddad, they'll be like, oh,
Granddad's eggnog. Yeah.
Granddad's eggnog. There's nothing like it at Christmas.
It's so good.
You've got to have a little tradition, you know. Maybe you guys will be the ones who will be making the family eggnog at
Yeah.
Christmas. This was really fun.
I loved it. I'm loving
really
this cooking
enjoyed it.
series that we're doing. Let us know which things you want us to make as well.
Yeah.
Like going forward.
And we're going to be doing some more festive stuff as well, aren't we? I think
Yeah.
we're going to go to Bicester Village.
Yeah, we're going to do Bicester
We're gonna do
Village,
Bicester Village.
Shopping Village.
Yeah, there's not necessarily like much to do, so to speak.
No.
It's just one of the best Christmas atmospheres that we've found.
So we can get a nice hot chocolate from Starbucks in
Yeah.
a Christmassy cup and just like walk around
Yeah, so
and be
nice.
so festive. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
We got a lot of eggnog to drink.
We've got so much eggnog.
There is so much eggnog. Oh yeah.
We've got so much. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tag us in your photos if you try and make the eggnog, because we want to see. And yeah, we'll see you in the next videos to come.
That is me sorted for the evening.
It's so good.
I'm over the moon. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.